Welcome. Some of us already have had some enemies in our lives, or we already have some. When someone says bad things about us, or does something bad to us, or slightly makes our heart ache, we think of them as our enemies. But who are enemies? Who are your enemies? You need to think. And why do you have enemies? You should not have any, and I'll prove it to you. When I first started my self improvement journey, I thought that everyone around me was my enemy. I thought that everyone who made fun of me, everyone who said slightly something that was offensive, I thought them of my enemy. But that didn't really help me get ahead in life. That really didn't really help me go through life and actually make some progress. After I shifted my mindset, I actually made significant changes to myself. So, listen, when you actually make some enemies, or you already have some enemies and you label them as your enemies, we're God's creation, right? Even me and you. And by you labeling someone as your enemy, you think of God as your enemy. Does that even make any sense? God is the ultimate, face of humankind, love and kindness. And why would you even make fun of someone, or why would you even label someone as your enemy? It doesn't make any sense. And by you having enemies, you have some kind of grudge, and you have some bitterness in you, which actually makes your heart heavier, and it puts a lot of dead weight on yourself. And can you move past your limits while having dead weight on you? Sure, you might, but it's gonna give you a lot of bad things. So when you have some kind of bitterness and anger, or some kind of discomfort going forward, your heart is heavy. How are you supposed to make any significant changes to yourself? It doesn't make any sense. And you need to forgive others. I'm not saying that just because you forgive someone, everything is gone, you forgot everything about them. No. Forgiving someone in and of itself shows respect, shows that you have some confidence, and it's the ultimate phase. When someone actually forgives someone, it shows that they are stronger than the other person. You need to think, if you can forgive someone, if you don't have any enemies, you are the strongest person on earth. Also, how do you expect to break the cycle if you have enemies, others have enemies? How are we supposed to get together? Just because they share different mindset, just because they have different opinions on other things, why would they be your enemies? If everyone thinks of others as their enemies, so if there's always a war, how we are supposed to have peace? If we all have enemies, how are we supposed to face peace? It makes no sense, right? So you need to break the cycle. You need to learn to forgive others. You need to actually shift your mindset and become so strong that you can actually get rid of your enemies and actually think of them as your friends. So I welcome you on this journey, brother, and good luck.